Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet this beautiful retro daisy granny square. This design has such a fun vintage vibe with a sweet little flower at the center and a classic granny square finish. It's perfect for blankets, bags, pillow covers, cardigans, or even just practicing your color changes. I'll guide you step by step, so whether you're a beginner or just looking for a relaxing project, you can easily follow along. For this project, you're going to need three colors of yarns. I'm going to be using these brown shades, but actually you can use bright colors if you want, especially the theme of this granny square is retro daisy. So the brighter the color, the more gorgeous it's going to be. For round one, make a magic circle, chain one, and inside that ring, make 8 single crochets. When you finish your 8 single crochets, just tighten your magic circle and do a slip stitch to connect your last stitch to that first single crochet. For round 2, chain 3, and that counts as your first double crochet. Now you're gonna make another double crochet in that same stitch. And in the next stitch, you're gonna make 2 more double crochets. So for this round, it's actually 2 double crochets for every stitch. When you're done with your 16 double crochets, you can connect by doing a slip stitch. So that's the end of round 2. And for round 3, we're gonna use another color. So actually this is just a lighter shade of brown. This is a mocha brown, but As I told you, you can use another color, a brighter color if you want. So just start by doing a double crochet in any stitch. Make 2 more double crochets in that same stitch. So there's like 3 double crochets in one space, in one stitch. Now you're going to chain 1 and skip 1 stitch. So skip that. And in the next stitch, do another 3 double crochets. So it's going to be like this until you reach the end of this round. Just remember to chain 1 in between and skip 1 in between those cluster of double crochets. When you reach the end of this round, connect that last stitch to the first double crochet by doing a slip stitch. Now don't cut this yarn and just pull it out so it won't unravel. Maybe you can put a stitch marker if your yarn is slippery. And this time you have to attach a new yarn color. So in that skipped space in round 3, that's where you're going to make your double crochet. So chain 4 and make another double crochet in the next skipped stitch from round 3. So these stitches are going to be in front of round 3, like so. And you're going to chain 4 and do another double crochet in that next skipped stitch or space from round 3. So just repeat this until the end of this round. When you reach the end, just do a slip stitch to connect the first and the last stitches. And this time, don't cut the yarn, don't cut this beige yarn, and just put a stitch marker so it won't unravel. For the next round, we're gonna work on that mocha yarn at the back. So you have to put that in front, pull that to the front, and the beige will go to the back. So insert your hook in that loop, and you're gonna have to make 3 chains, which will become the first double crochet. So now you're gonna work on only the mocha from round 4. Make sure to put the beige yarns at the back. In the next stitch, make 2 double crochets. Like so. And 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So there's a total of 4 double crochets for this cluster. Now you're going to chain 2 and do the same for the next cluster. So skip those beige yarns and just go to the mocha yarns. In the first double crochet there, make 1 double crochet. In the second double crochet from round 4, make 2 double crochets. And in the last DC, make another DC on top. So it's a total of 4 per cluster. You're going to have to chain 2 in between those clusters, skip that beige yarn, and just work in that mocha yarn. So keep on doing this until you reach the end of this round. This is the last cluster. So just make those 4 double crochets. Remember to chain 2 and slip stitch into that first double crochet. And that ends round 5. So again, after you slip stitch, don't cut that yarn. Just pull it out and put in a stitch marker so it won't unravel. So this is how it's gonna look after you finish round 5. For the next round, you're gonna work on that beige yarn again. So you can see here it's at the back, but you're gonna have to pull that beige yarn, that loop, to the front part, like so. And you're gonna make 3 chains, which will count as your first double crochet. In that same stitch, you're gonna make another double crochet. So it's a total of 2 double crochets in every beige stitch. Now you have to chain 5, and that will be the space in between your beige double crochets. In the next beige stitch, again you have to make 2 double crochets. Make sure to work only on the beige and not include the mocha. Just put it there at the back for now. Chain 5. And do the same 2 double crochets on top of that beige double crochet from round 4. So just keep doing that, and I'll see you at the end of this round. Now you've reached the end of round 6, and this is how it's gonna look. So make sure those loops don't unravel, or else you'll have to redo the whole thing. Put a stitch marker in the yarns that we're not working on for every round. So for this round, you have to pull out that mocha yarn to the front and put back the beige yarn again. Chain 3 and make 2 double crochets in the next stitch. And 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and another double crochet in that last stitch. So it's a total of 5 double crochets per cluster, and in between those clusters you're gonna have to make chain 2s and do the same for the next cluster. So the first one is 1 double crochet, in the next stitch make 2 double crochets, and in the final 2 stitches 1 each. So just repeat this until you reach the end of this round. Don't forget to chain 2 and slip stitch to that first double crochet. And that ends round 7. So don't cut off that mocha yarn. And for round 8, we'll still be working on that mocha or brown yarn. So instead of shifting to the beige, we're still working on that same color. Chain 1 and make a single crochet in that same space. Skip 1 stitch and make 5 double crochets in the next. So in that next stitch, you're going to make 5 double crochets, and that is a fan stitch. Skip another stitch and make a single crochet in that last stitch. So it's 1 single crochet, 5 double crochets, and 1 single crochet with 1 space in between. Now you have to chain 2 and make the same for the next cluster. So 1 single crochet, skip 1 stitch, make 5 double crochets in 1 space, making a fan stitch. And 1 single crochet in that last stitch. So skip 1, always skip 1 in between your single crochet and double crochets for this cluster. Chain 2 and let's do another one. And do the same until you reach the end of this round. So this is our final cluster. Don't forget to chain 2 before you connect to that first single crochet. And that completes the petals of our daisy. So you can actually fasten off this yarn, this mocha yarn, and cut it off so that we can start working on the background of your petals. So your petals are done and it will look something like this. Okay. All right, so we cut off the brown yarn and now we pull to the front that beige yarn. So now we're going to work on the background of those petals to make it pop out. And you have to chain 3, and that counts as your first double crochet. And make 2 double crochets in that next stitch. So it's a total of 3 double crochets for this round. Here's the important part. You're going to make 5 double crochets at the back of that petal. So at the back of that petal, in those beige stitches, you're gonna make 5 double crochets. So 5 double crochets in that beige yarn at the back of the petal. So again, work on the beige yarn in front and make the 3 double crochets. So the 1 in that first stitch and 2 in that second stitch. So 2 double crochets in that second stitch. So a total of 3 double crochets. Like so. So you can see the petal goes to the front while the beige goes to the back as a background of your flower. So you can choose the colors that you like. Which color do you want to be the petal and which color do you want as a background? All right, so we're making the 5 double crochets at the back of the petal, working only working only in those beige stitches. So now we're working at the front of the brown yarn and we're making 3 double crochets like so, and that puts your petal to the front. So just keep doing this until the end of this round. So when you finish that final set of 5 double crochets at the back of the petal, all you have to do is slip stitch into that first double crochet to finish this round. Okay, so this is actually showing the background and the petals in front. So this is how it looks. Don't cut off that beige yarn yet. We're not done yet. So now it's just a circle. So you can use this pattern if you want a circular shape. You can stop right here. But if you want to make it into a square, then the next round will make it into a square. So first chain 1 and make 1 single crochet in that same space. So we have 1 single crochet, and in the next 5 stitches, make 5 double crochets. So it's a total of 6 double crochets. Make 1 half double crochet and 1 double crochet. In the next stitch, we're going to make the corner or the point of our square. So we have to make 2 double crochets in that same space and chain 2 and make another 2 double crochets in that same space, all in that same space. And this will be the corner of our square. In the next stitch, so this is the start of the one full side of our square, make 1 double crochet. And in the next stitch, 1 half double crochet. And in the next 11 stitches, 1 single crochet each. Now we're going to make the half double crochet and 1 double crochet. So that's actually the full side of a square. The next part is the corner. So we have to make the corner again and all in one space, all in the same space. 2 DC plus chain 2 plus 2 DC. And that will make the corner of our square. And it will look like this. So now you can see one full side, and all you have to do is repeat that same pattern for all the sides of your square. All the written instructions here on the screen, you can just check it while you're making your stitches. And I'll see you at the end of this round. So we are in the last side of our square. And this time, we don't need to make the 11 single crochets because we already started with 6, remember? We already had 6 single crochets. So this time, we're just making 5 in addition to the 6 we already made at the start of this round. And connect that final single crochet to the first one, and that ends our round. So actually, you can already see that the circle before has turned into a squarish. Okay, it's not yet fully squared, but it's the start of making your circle in a square shape. So the next round is actually the final step to turn your retro daisy into a granny square. So you can choose a different color for the final round because that will actually serve as the border of your square. You can choose something vibrant so that it can stand out from the background or from the petal. It's up to you. And you can also start to straighten those petals if they've been misshapen. Try to straighten so the petals would really pop out. And this is the last round of our retro daisy granny square. So it's adding a border. I'm choosing the same color that I used in the middle. This is the darker chocolate brown that I used at the start or for the circle or the center of my flower. So I'm starting in the corner to establish that point, and the same with the previous row. Start by making 2 double crochets, chain 2, and another 2 double crochets. So for every corner, just make 2 DCs, chain 2 and another 2 DC, and that actually makes the corner of every square. Now we're starting with the side, and all you have to do is make 7 half double crochets, make 5 single crochets, and another 7 half double crochets. After making 7 half double crochets, you reach another corner, and you already know the pattern for the corner. Just make 2 DCs, chain 2, and 2 DCs. And repeat that same pattern for the full side. I'm gonna put the written instructions here on the screen. Just crochet along with me. All right, so we reach the final side of our square. And we're just finishing off with those half double crochets. Last half double crochet, just slip stitch into that first double crochet and fasten your yarn and cut it off. So it's now a full square. Just weave in those loose ends, and now we have finished our retro daisy granny square. Retro granny squares are incredibly versatile, allowing you to create everything from classic blankets and cozy cardigans to trendy bucket hats, tote bags, and even vests. I've even seen dresses and skirts and all kinds of bandanas, tote bags, purses, scarves, shawls, even slippers and mittens. You can even make hair accessories out of these beautiful retro granny squares. But usually I've seen blankets and afghans, also some pillows and cushion covers, and even kitchen items such as pot holders, coasters, and dish towels. So if you love the 70s and the boho vibe, these retro granny squares are the perfect project for you to do today. All right? And that's how you make this retro daisy granny square. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found it easy to follow. Once you make one, it's hard to stop. They're so fun to mix and match with different color combinations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more crochet tutorials. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.